do find the thing about aging is my memory is not so great. Like, whenever I walk in a room, I can't remember why I walked in that room, but for some reason, I always think there's going to be a clue in the fridge. And I'm always like halfway through a sandwich, like, oh my God, I forgot to file my taxes. Oh my God. It's terrible, the whole memory thing. If you see two middle-aged women having lunch together, they're both just staring at each other like, you know they don't remember what they had just said. It's like an episode of Law and Order. I don't know, you said bird and then the bread came and then... Something about your mother? I don't know. It comes from my father. My father, he obviously lost his memory because my father, I have two sisters, and he would say this to us all the time. He'd be like, girls, the most important thing in life is one thing, and if you know that one thing, everything's gonna be okay. What is it, Dad? What's what, honey? I had my daughter when I was 44, and yes, I know. It's impressive. I am 38 now, and so my daughter is 10, and she comes home from school sometimes, and she's like, there's a girl that wants to become a boy and a boy that wants to become a girl, and this is very normal for her. And so she was describing this boy, and she said, Mommy, he's non-binary. And I said, well, honey, what does that mean? And she goes, Mommy, you should really know. You should really know. And I'm like, okay, well, just explain it to me one more time. And she said, it means he doesn't identify as a boy or a girl. And I said, honey, that's called menopause. It's very weird. I get hit on by young men. I know, it's ridiculous. Thanks for the complete and utter shock. And I just like dead silence, like, really? No, yeah, I do. This gorgeous 25-year-old, he was so good looking, he was the stage manager on my show, and he said, Caroline, I want to come home with you. And I said, are you locked out? Like, do you want to use my phone? And he said, no, I want to be with you. And I was like, you do? Okay, great. I'm gonna go home right now. I'm gonna need about a half an hour of lead time to shoot out every street lamp between here and my apartment. And then I'm gonna put some temporary blinding drops in your eyes. They're gonna sting at first, but it's gonna make it better for both of us. And I'll be naked with my stomach over my head because I had a C-section at 44. With a young guy, I live in fear of his Facebook status saying, I fucked Aunt Hilda and it was magical. I can't do that. I can't do that. So this one cute boy, he kept on saying to me, send me a picture of your boobs. And I was like, what? And he goes, no, seriously, send me a picture of your boobs. So I'm like, you want me to send you a picture of my naked boobs? And he was like, yes. So I sent him my mammogram. And yeah, it got rid of his lump. So I know you, like, people do this now, but you know what? So I tried to play along. Do you know how hard it is to take a good picture of your boob while holding the camera over your head so you don't have like 50 chins? I was like, because you're not gonna send this, you know, like, so I was like, I'm like lying on the bed. They were both immediately on the side table. Exhausted from a long day, sound asleep. Come on, girls, take a picture. Seriously, it was like bad children taking a picture. One was looking forward, the other one was looking back. I was like, oh, come on. So I texted him and I said, I'm gonna have to send them one at a time. I can't.
I'm just tired all the time. That's where the one thing, the youth, you have energy to have sex and all your fun little things you do, like your threesomes, whatever. I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you, if there was another woman in bed with my husband and I'd be like, you got this covered? Because I got stuff to do. All right? I'm busy. Make me a sandwich before you leave too, all right? Because I am not gluten-free. I don't know when all that stuff happened. Gluten, peanut allergies. And stop yourself. I know peanut allergies are real. I know it's a real thing. My brother had a peanut allergy in the 80s, okay? Back in the 80s, you know what my parents did? Nothing. Not a damn thing. They're like, you want that Snickers or not? So what if you swell? You don't go to school till Monday. You think they would have spent $800 on an EpiPen when it only cost $400 to have a new baby at the hospital? Do the math. The old math, not this new stupid math that they try to tell you. I can't take it anymore, and I'm telling you, like, sometimes I feel sorry for my husband because I'm always on edge, but the fact of the matter is, we don't argue over much anymore, okay? Want to know what we argue about? A lot of people have talked about this. We argue over the GPS. He will listen to that GPS as if it was Moses coming down off the mountain. If it said turn left into the ocean, he would turn left into the ocean. Hey, maybe it's a shortcut. We're submerged right now. He's like, you're just jealous. You're jealous that I listen to her. I am jealous. I'm jealous she's somewhere else and I'm in the fucking car with him. That's what I am jealous of. That's what I'm jealous of. I want that broad's life. I'll tell you, here's the other thing we argue about. He snores and he doesn't believe me. If somebody who shares a pillow with you tells you that you snore, believe them. Why would I make that up? Now it's a game. Now I gotta prove to him. Now I'm a documentarian. I gotta film him, right? Like I'm looking for a Yeti in the Andes. This is ridiculous. Why would I make that up? I'm in the business of words. I'd make up something way more fantastical. Be like, you know what you do while you sleep? It's the weirdest thing. You juggle. Yeah, I know. I heard this noise. Boom, boom, boom. I opened my eyes. Pillows hitting the ceiling. In a rhythmic formation. It's ridiculous. Listen, I love him. I'm not going anywhere. And that fact was tested a couple years ago. He got sick. Really sick. He's okay now. But at the time when he got sick, we Googled it on WebMD and we thought for sure he was dying. Right? And he said to me, he goes, if something happens to me, I want you to know you can get married again. I was like, oh my. I didn't even want to get married this time. What are the odds I get knocked up at this age? So I said, what do you mean? Like, he's testing me. You realize that, right? When he tells me I can get married again, he's testing me to see if I'm loyal. Of course I'm loyal. I'm a 3 a.m. friend. I will show up at 3 o'clock in the morning with a shovel and bail money, no questions asked, okay? That's who I am. But he's testing, well, I get so mad he's testing me, because what am I supposed to say to you can get married again? Huh? Oh, can I have Frank's number in case you're in a coma? So I gave him the answer that I knew he needed, all right? Because that's who I am. I love this man. This is the light of my life. I told him, I said, listen, no matter what happens to you, as long as I walk this earth, there will never be another man who gets to call me his wife. And you could tell he was relieved. I said, but I will bang a lot of people.
So I'm gonna start telling you, I turned 65. Please, that just means I didn't die from last year, you know. And I am what's officially known as the golden years. I'm in those now. And I don't know who named these things, but that's the stupidest name I've ever heard in my life. Golden years. Let me tell you something. I was standing in front of the mirror naked this morning. And if these are the golden years, the price of gold just collapsed. everything's going on me. My eyes are going, my hearing's going. All right, you do the same thing? You know what I found this morning in my microwave? I found a jar of mayonnaise. I have no idea how it got there. I live alone, so I know I put it there. The cat's not capable of lifting such a great weight. Oh my God, I'm telling you, I've reached this point where I don't even know if I should say this, but there are some days when I just smell funny. For no apparent reason. I've had a lot of health problems this year. I've had more body parts moved around this year. I'm starting to feel like Mrs. Potato Head. Oh my God, 2 years ago, I had both hips replaced. I had a pacemaker put in. About a month and a half ago, I had my spine rebuilt. I know. That's why I'm telling you this. And last Christmas, I had quadruple bypass surgery. I know. That was my Christmas present. All I asked for in this was I wanted a puppy. That was it. My doctor says now, with all my new parts, I could live to be 100. I'm like, get the hell out of here. You do that, I'll sue you for malpractice, you bastard. Have you ever seen 100-year-old people? They're friggin' creepy. Oh my God, they always have him on the Today Show in the morning. Right, they wheel him out. Poor bastard doesn't even know where he's at. He's looking around like, is this Iwo Jima? Right, and then they put the little cone hat on his head. Right, they pull the chin strap down, it snaps back up, and he's looking like that. And then they wheel the cake out, it's got 100 candles on it. Like, are you kidding? He's on oxygen. Get that away from him. You know, the gifts suck when you get older, right? Right. You know what? My birthday gifts, you know what I got, Liz? Slippers and a jigsaw puzzle. Right? And I'm supposed to get excited about this. I'm like, oh, look, it's a 5,000-piece puzzle. And it says here on the box it's 80% sky. That's gonna keep me busy on those cold winter nights. Glad I got these shitty slippers to keep my feet warm. I want good gifts like I used to get. I want like a bike, you know, or a TV, or a vibrator. I want a life-size chocolate George Clooney, right? That I can start eating in the middle. Right, but I can't even have chocolate anymore because it constipates me. That's a big deal in old people land, constipation, right? It's such a big deal, we made it into an occasion. We call it occasional constipation. It's like a friggin' holiday now. Oh my God, Constipation Day's coming. Constipation Day's coming. I can't believe Walmart put up the Constipation Day decorations already. It's only September. You know, are you going to the big Constipation Day parade? No, I'm not moving. Neither is the parade.
I didn't think you people knew who the fuck I was. I didn't. I'm so glad to be on Ladies of a Certain Age because I'm getting up there. I'm the only one out of all these women that's a grandmother. Yeah, I got grandbabies, but it's not just my job to spoil my grandchildren. It's my job to teach them some shit. Because don't fuck with me, that's what it is, okay? I was babysitting for my granddaughter, Zaya, and I made her a sandwich, a bowl of soup, and some milk. She looked at that and said, "We don't eat that." I said, "Well, what do you eat?" "We eat chicken McNuggets, chicken McNuggets." I said, "Don't sing about chicken, we black. Don't do that, don't do that." So I went to her great-grandmother's house and got one of her live chickens. And I brought that chicken back, and she said, Grandma, what's that? I said, this, my love, is chicken McNuggets. And I threw that chicken in the yard, and I said, now you catch that chicken, we'll have some chicken McNuggets. Well, after chasing that chicken for about 3 hours, she was more than happy to eat that sandwich and a bowl of soup. And she don't fuck with me when we ride by McDonald's because she's scared she got to catch a cow. My job is to teach. Now, some of you new parents, you fucking it up. You got the game messed up. I see you on TV. My child is my best friend. Your child is not your friend. Your child is your offspring, your progeny. It is your job to govern your child. Your child can be your friend when they pack their shit and get the fuck out your house. I ain't friends with nobody who can't buy weed or liquor. I just don't see where that's the win-win in this relationship. That sweet, precious boy told me something I didn't want to hear. Told me he was in love, that this girl was different and special. I said, why am I the last one to find out? He said, because, Ma, you know how you are. And I said, how the fuck am I? And his father and him went. I said, well, what's special's name? He said, Melissa. I said, what's different about her? He said, she's an albino. So I said, bring the rabbit over. He brings Melissa over. Melissa is a statuesque, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, look like a Swedish model. I said, boy, that ain't no albino, that's a cracker. What you talking about? I'm teasing. I don't use those euphemisms in my home, nor have I taught my children to use those euphemisms. I just said that to say this. You can't tell your children who to love. They're gonna love who the fuck they wanna love, and if you're wise, you'll keep your narrow-minded opinions to yourself and enjoy your grandchildren. I love Melissa to death, but that's the non-cookingest bitch I ever laid eyes on. Everything she cooked, Campbell soup, got something to do with it. She made some kind of gray gelatinous shit. Bill looked at it, said, me not eating that. I looked up at my son, I said, him not eating that? He said, you have to, I love her. I said, no, you fucking her, you gotta eat it. We going to Popeyes. Now, one of my twins is married to a woman. Don't look at me crazy, I support my children. And for the people that profess to be such great Christians, let us be clear on something. It's not between me and God, it's between her and God. And if I'm not mistaken, the Bible clearly states, judge not lest ye be judged. Now, some of y'all got family members get drunk every weekend, you got to bail them out of jail. My daughter just eating pussy, the way I got it figured, I'm ahead of the game. Is this too real for some of y'all? Okay. I remember like it was yesterday. Magdalene called me up. She said, Mama, Keisha gave me a 2.5 carat platinum diamond ring. I said, what? She said, Keisha gave me a 2.5 carat platinum diamond ring. I said, put Keisha on the phone. I said, Keisha, did you give my baby a ring? She said, yes, ma'am, I did. I said, what you trying to say? She said, well, I know I took her out your house, and I know I'm 10 years older than her, but I love your daughter. I promise you, she won't want for nothing. All her needs will be met. I adore your daughter. I want to grow old with your daughter. And I said, wow. Her daddy didn't even say that to me. I said, put Magdalene back on the phone, please. I said, Magdalene, what kind of pussy eating is you over there doing? I've been fucking your daddy for 10 years. He ain't gave me no 2.5 carat platinum diamond ring. You tell mommy what you did. Tell mommy what you did.
So I recently turned 61. A lot of young people want to know what it's like being in your 60s. So basically, this is it. There's a lot of moaning. But it's not from sex. Let me explain what I mean. So last weekend, I was at my sister's house for a barbecue, right? So I said I'd help clean up. So I'm in the kitchen, her and her husband in the living room. I'm doing the dishes. All of a sudden, I hear this. Oh, dishes going, are they fucking in the living room? I walked in, they were trying to get off the couch. Look, I am proud about my age, okay? I'm so proud about my age. And when I was in Los Angeles promoting the first special, I would talk about being in my 60s, and the young LA women, they were so adorable, like, oh my God, Carol, you're so brave talking about your age. I'm like, I don't go into burning buildings, I tell dick jokes for a living, okay? Calm down, calm down. And this one young girl, this one LA girl, she was like, Carol, I know you don't like plastic surgery, but I gotta tell you about this new thing that they're doing in LA. It's called vaginal rejuvenation. Have you heard about this? I know, look at the look of you like, what? Right. No, listen what this is. It's plastic surgery for your vagina to make it look younger. Now, we have all seen bad facelifts, right? What's a bad facelift? If you get a bad doctor for down there, what's it gonna look like? That's not pretty, is what I'm saying. It's just not pretty. But I understand why some women would want to do that, you know, especially if you're a mom, because we do have a lot of moms here tonight, right? Right? Childbirth fucks up your shit. Do you know what I'm saying? It fucks everything. First of all, you know, young women, like, when they hear about childbirth, they think it's beautiful and magical. And angels are singing. And unicorns are dead. You shit yourself, okay? Just so you... A giant head comes out of a space this small. I don't remember much about my childbirth, but I do remember looking down and seeing the doctor sewing up my lower region. And me turning to my husband and going, might as well, you're never getting in again. And my son was born 2 weeks late. Okay, typical man, he wanted to stay inside as long as he possibly could. And that little shit would not come out of me, okay? So I called my doctor, right? It was a Friday afternoon. I'll never forget this. I said, please, can I come in? Please induce me. He goes, Carol, I'm golfing this weekend. I'll induce you on Monday. But over the weekend, try to induce your baby yourself. This is actually a medical procedure. It's called natural induction. You have to make love a lot, have nipple stimulation, and take a lot of long walks. My husband hears this, and he goes, so let me get this straight. I get to fuck you, play with your tits, and tell you to go take a hike? I could do that.
Ladies, we still have big strides to make. You ready for this? Girlfriend of mine just got a new job. First question the new boss asked her was if she could make a good cup of coffee. Yeah, she stormed right out of that Starbucks. So here we are, funny women of a certain age. Well, I'll get specific with you. What the hell? A couple months ago, I turned 63. Thank you. Yeah, it's so funny. My agent came to my show last week, and afterwards he's like, why are you telling people in the audience how old you are? And I'm like, because it gets applause. Yeah, getting older. It's a bitch. You know what the worst part is? You ever have to enter your age online? Sit there scrolling. Scrolling. But now that I told you how old I am, let's see how old you all are. Do you have an old-timey first name like me, Carol? Are you named Kathy, Susan, Linda, Mindy? These are all names that tell the world you're not 30 anymore. There's no babies being named Carol. No. And here's what's wild, okay? I go to Starbucks every day. I cannot tell you how many times when the baristas ask my name and I've said Carol, they've asked me, with a C or a K? With a C or a K. Yeah, it's actually with a hard Q. Yeah, like in Qatar. Another old-timey first name of the guys of my generation is Richard. Yes, Richard, popular name. And of course, we all know the nickname for Richard would be Dick. Dick! Yeah, can't go around calling people Dick now. Are you kidding? Especially in the workplace. 2 seconds, you have HR up your butt. Yeah, Ms. Leifer, we received a complaint. Apparently, you called Richard in accounting a dick. I didn't call him a dick. I called him Dick. Well, I'm sorry, but your argument is pretty half-cocked. Sorry if you feel like I'm giving you the shaft. Ball's in your court. It's a different world than when I was growing up. See it everywhere. Like, take, for instance, tattoos. Okay? When I was growing up, tattoos were like for sketchy people. You know, like unsavory sailors. Inmates from cell block B. Yeah, now my Aunt Ruth in Boca has a tattoo. Look, it's my brisket. Technology, isn't it amazing how far we've come? You know, my mom is gone now, but I think of her all the time. You know what invention my mom would have flipped for? The navigation system in the car. Oh, are you kidding? Another woman talking to her the entire time she's in the car? Are you kidding? This is a Jewish woman's dream. And you know how you can program the accent? You know, she'd set it to like Cedarhurst, Long Island. All right, I'm gonna put you on the Long Island Expressway now. No, you know what? No, I'm not going to. No, and you know why? They drive like maniacs on that LIA. Like maniacs. You get on there, you take your life in your hands. No, we're doing surface streets. We're doing surface streets only. Are you hungry? Tatala, I only had an English muffin for breakfast. And they're not very filling. And oh my God, Oigevald, look out, make a left, make a left! And that's what we call GPS.